Hi there, it's Linda G. Robert, your Back in the Groove Again coach, your travel-only travel agent, as well as your travel coach. Now, I've got another great trip to tell you about. Are you ready? Let's get started.
And today we're going with G Adventures on a trip to Iceland. So are you ready? I'm going to share my screen with you now. And we know that with G Adventures, there's a lot of great ways of visiting Iceland. There's the classic way, and there's some active ways as well. And there's also some National Geographic family journeys. And there's also a wellness way of visiting Iceland. But today, I'm just going to choose one to show you a little bit around. And what we're going to do, we're just going to choose a classic trip. Happens to be on sale right now. So let's view this tour here. Iceland Adventure, Northern Lights, and Snaefellsnes Peninsula. 7 days from Reykjavik to Reykjavik. Okay, so you've got the full itinerary here. Let's take a look at what the itinerary is. You can see here, this is a classic trip, which means that on day one, you're going to be greeted by your CEO and the group. This is always what happens with G Adventures. Day one is when you get there, you have a meeting with the CEO and fellow travelers, and there's also some optional activities as well. On day two is when you're traveling from Reykjavik to explore a lava cave in the Blasfjord mountain area. You're using a private vehicle to visit this location. You're also going to be meeting some horses at a farm, so lots of great things. And you're going to be staying at Alfrod Guest House or something like that. And what's included, breakfast and dinner. I'm not going to go through the whole itinerary. Suffice to say that it's going to be exciting. You're going to be visiting Geyser hot springs and waterfalls on day 3. So you'll notice here, this is where you're going to be going in this particular area, because you're leaving from here and you're going to be going around. Just take a look at a few more days here. Day 5, this is when you're coming back here, right? You're coming back and you're going to be having the opportunity to do some snorkeling if that's what you want. There's a lot of different optional activities for you. On day 6, you're leaving Reykjavik and you're going to be going to the peninsula, to the Snaefellsnes Peninsula, which is made famous by Joe Burns' journey to the center of the earth. So it's known as Iceland's beautiful landscape. You'll be stopping in a fishing town and discovering beautiful vistas along the way. Breakfast is included here as well. So on day 7, you can leave at any time, because this is a 7-day trip. 7 days. Now let's take a look at some of the details here of this trip. You need to be prepared. So there's a lot of things to keep in mind. What's included, some of the highlights. Of course, when you decide to get more information for this trip, I'll send you a copy of the PDF. That way you know ahead of time what's planned and how you can prepare for it. What's included? Your welcome moment, there are a lot of different welcome moments. Caves, there's some sightseeing that's included, some hot spring visits that's included, waterfall visit that's included. You've got northern lights viewing opportunities, and they say opportunities because sometimes you can, take advantage of that, and you'll have the opportunity to see it, but you may not always have the opportunity to see it. You're also going to be visiting some waterfalls, and you'll have day tours to the peninsula. Sky Lagoon entrance is also included as well, and a city-led tour by your CEO. Now, there's other things to keep in mind. Landscape of Iceland is unique, unlike most things that you've visited. So is the weather. So the weather is unpredictable, and the weather is changeable. So you have to be prepared for that. Right? You have to be prepared for a variety of conditions, weather conditions during your time in Iceland. So it's not uncommon to experience rain, sun, wind, or snow. So depending on the time of year that you're going, you may need to pack heavier than what you are planning to do it at other times of the year. We know that the northern lights are a natural phenomenon, and sightings will depend on weather conditions as well. So these are things to keep in mind. In terms of accommodations, and normally with G Adventures, it is a small group. It's a small group, and maybe you're going alone, or maybe you're going with your spouse or with a friend. But if you're going alone, they will match you with somebody else. Now, if you want to spend time on your own, then you'll be paying a supplement for that as well. You'll notice that there are different dates available. Let's take a look at some of those dates available for that trip. Right now, we're already looking at October 2024. If you want to be on that particular tour, you need to request that. Of course, as a travel agent, I can help you with that as well. You'll notice that there are some trips available in December and in January 2025. You'll notice that the price fluctuates. In February, it's a little less than in January. And it's also a little more than in December. So if budget is an issue for you, talk to me and we'll take a look at what is available and when would be the best time for you to travel. If money is not an issue, then you can book at many different times, because we've already got some dates for February 2026, for example, and 2027 as well. So if this is not an issue for you, if price isn't an issue, you can book it at any time. And of course, if you want to book it as a private tour with just your friends and family, just your own CEO, you can talk to me about that, and we'll make it a private tour as well. This trip, that's with any G Adventure trip, by the way. If you want to make any trip a private tour, contact me and I'll make sure that we make that work for you. This particular tour is a classic tour. You'll get comfortable accommodations mixed with public and private transportation. Now, it also includes light hiking, maybe some bicycling, maybe some rafting. It depends on where you're traveling to. But it is a small group. Max is 16, but the most that you'll get an average is mostly, 12 people. Max is 16 for that group. On average, it'll be around 12 people. The travelers need to be, if they're under 18, they need to be accompanied by an adult. If travelers are under 18, but there is a requirement of at least 12 years of age as well. And so if this is something that you are interested in, send me an email at lrobert@travelonly.com. And you can also go to my website, and I'll show you my website now. I want to show you where you can get access to the newsletter all the way to the bottom. By the way, my website is lrobert.travelonly.com, all the way to the bottom here, where you could sign up for my newsletter. You subscribe here, you just have to add your name, and you'll get the newsletter every couple of weeks. But you'll also notice on my website, I now have a new assistant. It's my AI assistant. And if you want to have more information, for example, on Norway, let's add, I want to get more information about Norway. It's going to quickly find you information about Norway. It's going to give you an overview of what Norway is, some top cities to visit, some natural attractions, some activities that you can do in Norway. Well, let's see if we can get more information on G-Adventure. G-Adventures in Norway. Here. G-Adventures in Norway. It gives you some popular tours, some highlights, travel tips as well, what to pack, how to book, and so on. So check it out. Go to my website, sign up for my newsletter, and also start planning your trip using my AI assistant. And when you're ready to book, well, you know what you have to do. If you're ready to book, send me an email at lrobert@travelonly.com. You can use the contact us if you want as well, where you can add your information here. You can also give me a call. And if you want to book, one quick way of doing it is by going to my About page, where you can book right here. Or you can click right here on my profile, where you can book an appointment at a time that you are ready for. So let's talk about your travel dreams. Book a time, give me a call, send me an email. I am here to help you book your travel dreams. Take care. See you soon.